All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Living the Dream podcast. Today on the show, we're going through Proverbs 11:15. Let's get it. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer harm, but he who hates striking hands in pledge is secure. Baseline interpretation of this: build relationships and empower people to put their own skin in the game. You realize it's not whoever puts up security for anybody will surely suffer harm. It's whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer harm. So take the time, get to know the people you're going into business with, get to know the people you're doing life with, and then stand up for them and then have their back. But don't try to get their back from day one and then end up getting manipulated, getting screwed over, and then not having enough to give to those who need, right? So build relationships and then empower people to put their own skin in the game. So whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer harm. So not only should you build relationships, so it's not the stranger part, but you should empower people to put their own skin in the game. So you don't have to put security for them. Like you could give them a gift and then say, use this gift. I don't want this money back. It is a gift. And then they put that gift up as pledge, or you give them half of it and just no return needed. You're not going to suffer harm for it, right? And I don't think that's quite right. So even like instead of giving the man the fish, teach the man to fish, right? So teach him the things they need to do, or teach them the things they need to do in order to be able to put their own skin in the game, in order to not need somebody to put pledge up for them. And then he who hates striking hands in pledge is secure. So again, give it as a gift. Give it out of the kindness of your hearts, not an agreement, not a business agreement, not, hey, I'm going to expect this, this, and that from you. No, it's like be so abundant that you can give out of your abundance and not expect anything in return. So I think that's the kind of thing that I'm shooting for. But the self-improvement application of this is taking daily action. I think that is a daily activity of building relationships, building trust with people, calling people, hitting people up, etc. But then empowering people to put their own skin in the game. Also a daily activity of you being your best self and then turning around and being able to give out of that abundance. If you can't do that, it's because you haven't taken the time to put enough of your own skin in the game. So what is the entrepreneurial application of this? Self-improvement, taking daily action. Entrepreneurial application, stage 4, sales. Sales is an opportunity to give the customer the space to put their skin in the game. You say, hey, you're going to vote with your dollars that not only is this valuable, but that you are committing to it, because it is like retroactively committing time. And so if they will retroactively commit time, they will proactively commit time going forward. So for example, if they earn $20 an hour and they are paying $5,000 for a coaching program or for a product or for a service or to start that business, how many hours are they committing retroactively? $20 an hour. So 5 hours, that's $100. So then 50 hours is 1,000. So they're committing 250 hours to that activity retroactively. They would have to give up 250 more hours of their life to be back at break even, right? And so that's kind of like when you allow people to commit retroactively with their time, it's probably a sign they'll commit in the future with their time, which is a cool thing. So sales is an opportunity to give people a chance to commit to the life they want to build. And that's voting with their dollars, which is a representation of their time, because we all trade time for money in some shape, form, or fashion. So where has this shown up in my life? Going towards selling products that allow me to provide value sustainably. So it's like, I know the value that I'm providing you. I know the Grand Slam offer I'm trying to give you. You can vote towards with your dollars and commit to it, or you can let the opportunity pass you by. Where do I want this to show up in my life? I want to be able to enable people to put in sweat equity. So a lot of things are holding people back from actually committing their time, and I want to be able to wipe those excuses out. Like, oh, I need this. Oh, I need shelter. Oh, I need food. Oh, I need water. Oh, I need safety. Oh, I need time with my family. It's like, no, 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 no. We're not doing all that. We're gonna provide for you. It's essentially what jobs do. They're like, hey, let's get rid of all your excuses by giving you just enough money to live for trading this amount of time for these dollars. And when you do that, I will enable you to put in all this sweat equity in my business, building what I'm building, right? And so if we could do that, but instead of empowering people to build something for somebody else, we empower them to build something for them, and we take a chunk of it, I think it scales a bit more. And, you know, you're doing good for people. So enabling people to put in sweat equity, much like a job does, but not in the job capacity, in the entrepreneurial capacity. And so how can you guys apply this to your life? I would say go the distance with people, but only as far as those people will go themselves. Do not push people to go further than they're willing to go. Get around people who are willing to go the distance, and then set your life up such that you can be with people where they are for an extended period of time, even if they're not moving. And so relationships over time change people. And so if you're sitting here, you're like, oh, this person's not ready to go the distance. Oh, I can't help them because they're not ready to be helped. It's like, okay, sit with them and design your life such that you can sit with them, because we're not optimizing for progress. We're optimizing for people, and we're optimizing for loving those people. So make your life such that you can sit with them right where they are until they're ready to move, because that's what God does for us, right? Went to the cross, loves us our whole life until we're ready to kind of walk back towards him. He literally sits there, prodigal son story, looking out, waiting for people to come back, waiting for his children to come back. And then he rejoices after years since his child being in squalor and wasting wealth. He rejoices that he's coming back. And it says, it's all yours, right? We should be able to do that for people. Anyway, that's what we got for you today on the show. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next one. And on that note, we're out.